I often get asked all the time, Jackie, do I miss playing? And it's not until days like today. You look at this, you see these hills, you see the stadium, the fans, everything. It's incredible, it really is. And perfect day for a beautiful game.
Perfect for us watching. I'm not sure about for those players down there. It's pretty baking. And there is Becki Tweed, who is the interim head coach after Freya Coombe lost her job on Thursday of this week. Really difficult time for the players and for Becki Tweed herself, but they're absolutely determined to get a result here today. And that is the sight of some very, very happy Angel City supporters who've travelled 133 miles from their nearest rivals to beat San Diego Wave by 2-1, and they have done it against the odds. They've come from behind against the league leaders, and this is a side who just parted company with their head coach a couple of days ago. It was competitive, Leanne. What did you make of it?
Incredible, really. I'm really happy for Becki Tweed. She'd have had so much pressure coming into this game, you know, taking over from her friend Freya Coombe just 2 days ago. So I'm delighted for them. I'm delighted for the players. I think they deserved it. I think the first half, San Diego Wave were on top, and then they came out the second half. Alyssa Thompson was incredible in the second half. She actually came out, which I was surprised, but I think they deserved this win, and doing it in front of all these fans away from home is massive.
How do you think San Diego and their head coach Casey Stoney will reflect on that match, particularly maybe the second half?
Oh, Casey Stoney will be so disappointed. I know what Casey's like. The players will be. Kaylin Sheridan will be to concede. All of the defenders, you know. And I think the thing about this league, I've said it so many times, Jackie, you switch off for 1 second and teams can really hurt you, and that's what we've seen. We saw some fantastic goals on display tonight. I thought the game was really competitive from minute one. Everybody was getting in amongst it. Julie Ertz, I thought she was brilliant. I really do. Positionally, I thought she was incredible. So I think they deserve it.
Okay, well, let's go down pitch side now and talk to a jubilant Angel City player. It is the match winner, in fact. It is M.A. Vignola. M.A., it's Jackie Oatley here alongside Leanne Sanderson. Huge congratulations. I can almost see your heart pounding so loudly. Just talk us through the ending of that game, and particularly the second half, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, in the second half, our main goal was to get our defenders forward. We wanted to keep possession, keep defensive tight and clean, and I think that's what we did well. We got that first goal, Paige. We needed that, and that was the energy that we needed. We knew we weren't going to lose this game. And with Scar, with that amazing run, we got the turnover. And I just saw that little slip ball, and we took it. We took advantage of it all the second half, and it was all Angel City.
M.A., Leanne here. What was the key messages from Becki at half-time? Because I felt like you definitely came out on the front foot with Alyssa Thompson, really causing problems after 20 seconds. But what was the key messages?
Cool, calm, and collected. You know, play our game. The game, pretty much, it was all in our hands for the majority of the second half, and we had our tips in the first half, but we just had to play our game. We had a point to prove, and we proved it today.
Do you fancy seeing your goal back, the one that's just won you the Southern California Derby? Do you want to see it right now?
I'd love to.
Okay, let's show it to you now and see if it's just as you remember it.
It was a poor giveaway for Barcinas there, but you can see you was in the... What was going through your mind, M.A., in that situation?
I had a feeling she was going to turn it over, and I knew that Scar was going to get that ball, and I just saw that little seam, and I had to take it. And I just knew I had to finish it first time. Sheridan's an amazing keeper, and I just had to hit it low because we knew that she was going to get all the high balls, so...
I thought you recovered really well. I thought the first half, Ali and Shaw was going up against you pretty excessively, but I think you recovered really well as the game went on. And how did you feel when you scored that goal and to get this win after all the pressure that the Angel City FC had been under the last couple of days?
This was definitely the win that we needed and the win that we wanted. You know, San Diego's our rivals, West Coast here, but we knew that we could take full advantage, and we did. And it was, I don't know, my heart's still racing, but we just got to keep pushing. You know, this is the first step. But thank you guys.
Well, M.A. Vignola, match winner for Angel City. I imagine that would have been pretty sweet for her after the really unfortunate handball which went against her in the Washington Spirit match just a few weeks ago. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, M.A. Vignola.
Enjoy
it, guys.
And go and enjoy it. Thank you so much for now. Well, let's have a look at the full match highlights, which I'm guessing will be a little bit backloaded to the second half. There we go.
Yeah, it was a completely different first half to second half. This goal I could watch all day long. The weighted pass was brilliant from Alex Morgan, and McNabb steps up and just rockets it top corner. But I mentioned it so many times, Jackie, something so simple, but this ball from Alex Morgan out in front of McNabb, inviting her on to strike it, and what a strike that is. But Angel City weren't going to allow, you know, this to be the situation. Paige Nielsen cushions it down with a nice chest. Great ball into the box. I like that. But Casey Stoney will be really disappointed that Paige Nielsen's been able to control the ball with her chest in the 6-yard box and hit it into the. It was a good strike in the end. And then this one, I mean, you can see here, Barcinas picks up the ball. Not a good touch in the end. Poor giveaway. Cameras comes through. Nice little waiter pass. And Vignola just makes a good connection. She said herself, she knew she had to hit it low and hard because Kaylin Sheridan's really difficult to beat. And that's exactly what she did.
Well, let's have a look at the final numbers from the match. Much improved in the second half. There are only 3 shots on goal at all in the first half. Much more intensity from both sides.
Yeah, Angel City FC came out different in the second half. From minute 1, you could see Alyssa Thompson. I thought Jasmine Spencer was fantastic when she came into the game. There wasn't really much for the keepers to do in the first half. And then eventually, you know, I think we saw a lot of action in the second half. Sydney LaRue had to go off due to obviously being out for such a long period of time.
Okay, well, we have the interim head coach of Angel City, Becki Tweed, standing by. Becki, thank you so much for joining us. Wow, look at that smile. It's almost as big as that of MA Vignola just now, but I think there's a little bit more relief in that smile. Just talk us through how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy week. There is relief, but I'm also so proud of everybody here at the organisation, of the players, of the staff. Like, we've really pulled together this week and we've just had an incredible, incredible week.
How tough has it been for the players? What's their reaction been to Freya Coombe leaving the club and then you taking over, then coming straight to the home of your nearest rivals for a really big game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the emphasis this week was on the rivalry game, and, you know, the players are professionals. They've been in this game for years and they dealt with it really professionally. It's a tough time when there's any transition in the club, but they did a really great job of dealing with this as professionals and stepping out on this field to win the game.
Becki, what did you think it is you did in a short space of time? I know you've been at the club for a long time now, but what is it you think you were able to do in the space of 2 days when you found out you would become the interim coach?
We just talked a lot this week about completing performances, when things go against us, picking our heads up and being in it together. We need more than 11 players to win games in this league. You need a squad, and how can we use everybody to impact a game for the better? And the detail in things. The goals we conceded, we switched off, you see the detail. But then the goals we scored, we were tuned in. We took initiative in the 18-yard box, and that's what we need for the rest of the season moving forward.
And what's the message to you and from you now, Becki?
Sorry, say that again?
What is the message to you now? You keep rolling on as interim head coach, and what's the message to your players?
Game by game. We spoke about it in this week, and we said let's go game by game. Whatever happens, we go one game at a time, we go one day at a time, and we push on to be better every day.
Becki, what was it that you said at half-time that was a big turnaround? Because you came out on the front foot. Alyssa Thompson was rapid down that right-hand side, was going 1v1. What was your key message at half-time?
We just changed a little bit of our shape. We just rotated a midfielder higher to see if we could cause them some more problems in the attacking third. And we talked about quality, like taking initiative in the attacking third. Who do we want to be in the attacking third? We want to be a team that makes teams defend. We don't want to be a team that, you know, sits off and allows them to stay organised. San Diego is so organised, so finding ways for us to break them down and doing what we're good at, using what we're good at, using our strengths, using our wingers to get past outside backs.
Thank you, Becki Tweed, for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
And huge congratulations on the victory today. Just the second in 13 in all competitions for Angel City. Is that now a real platform for them? Let's check out the standings of the NWSL presented by CarMax. And San Diego still top of the table on goal difference, but it would be very tricky for them to stay there come the end of the weekend.
It will do, but you know, they won't get too carried away. Angel City can definitely grow from this. There's been great scenes out here today with the San Diego Wave. Casey Stoney will be really disappointed to not get the win. I think the game completely turned on its head in the second half. Angel City, the deserving winners, but we've seen it, Jackie. The teams flip-flop, don't they? Washington Spirit are top sometimes, and then it's all to still play for.
Okay, well, here in San Diego, the winner is Angel City. Okay, well, from Leanne Sanderson and from our entire team, I'm Jackie Oatley saying farewell from Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, where the Wave have lost to Angel City. Tonight on CBS, we'll be back. But this has been a presentation of CBS Sports in association with the National Women's Soccer League.